Good evening, Vallarta and the entire Bear area. Of course, it's Monday night. Of course, we're here with CPS News, and we are ready to bring you the news, the events, the red-hot happenings. And I'm Brent Lane, still loud on hair every single week. It's amazing sometimes.
Yeah, shocking that you're still here, but I'm glad you are. I'm Jessie Ruiz, and yes, we do have a lot of information for you, events and surprises, so stick around.
And maybe even a little healthy banter between us. But for now, let's go to the headlines. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
Puerto Vallarta to get state-of-the-art Civil Hospital of Specialties, a 400 million peso project set to begin in 2026. Jalisco Congress is moving forward with a proposal for a tourist fee in Puerto Vallarta. Massive meth lab busted in Nayarit as authorities seize nearly 8 tons of drugs. Puerto Vallarta prepares for 21K Tourist Half Marathon 2025, expected to attract hundreds of athletes and boost local economy. Find out more about these stories, this week's Red Hot Happenings, and more on CPS News Tonight with Jessie and Brent.
In our top story tonight, a major upgrade to Puerto Vallarta's healthcare system could be on the way. What's in the works and how it will impact the region? Well, here's Joe to tell us all the details.
Puerto Vallarta is on the brink of a transformative leap in healthcare, with plans for a cutting-edge civil hospital of specialties set to begin construction in 2026. This ambitious project is a collaboration between the Jalisco state government and the University of Guadalajara, UDG, with an estimated investment of 400 million pesos. Governor Pablo Limas, during his recent visit to Puerto Vallarta, confirmed that negotiations are progressing well with UDG's new rector, Carla Planter Perez. This partnership envisions not just a hospital, but a world-class medical facility that will also serve as a teaching hospital for university students. Planned to be located on the grounds of the Centro Universitario de la Costa, CUCOSTA, the hospital will feature state-of-the-art operating rooms, an advanced intensive care unit, and a capacity of 250 to 300 beds. Jalisco's Secretary of Health, Hector Raul Perez Gomez, acknowledged the critical need for such a facility to meet the demands of Puerto Vallarta's growing population. While the project is still under analysis due to the substantial investment required for construction, equipment, and operations, its potential impact is undeniable. Additionally, the proposal includes a broader reconfiguration of the region's healthcare system. There is a possibility of repurposing the existing regional hospital into a maternal and child specialty hospital, further strengthening healthcare services in the area. This project not only represents a major step forward for Puerto Vallarta, but also showcases the power of collaboration between government and academia to address the healthcare needs of a thriving community. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, stay tuned to CPS News with Jessie and Brent as we will share more information about this healthcare project. As it takes shape, it could change everything here in Puerto Vallarta. But now, in our next story, there is a brand new foreign tourist fee in Puerto Vallarta. I'm sure you all heard about it. This fee has sparked both support and opposition. And here are the details of this very recent change.
The Jalisco Congress has approved a proposal to charge foreign tourists visiting Puerto Vallarta a fee of 141 pesos, aimed at improving tourism infrastructure and public services. The funds will be managed through a trust with quarterly reports ensuring transparency. Exemptions will apply to children under 14, individuals with disabilities, tour guides, and operators. While supporters argue this fee will enhance the city's tourism appeal, critics such as Yusera Canales from the Partido Verde, are strongly opposed. Canales has called the fee unconstitutional, discriminatory, and disproportionate, citing concerns about double taxation, racial profiling, and economic impact. She argues it could drive tourists to alternative destinations and ignores the needs of underserved local communities. Canales also raised concerns about the use of trust funds, linking them to corruption, and reminded Morena legislators of President López Obrador's opposition to such mechanisms. Meanwhile, proponents like Gabriela Cardenas insist the initiative will benefit both residents and visitors by improving public spaces and municipal services. The fee's approval is still pending a final vote in the Jalisco legislature, but the debate has already brought attention to its potential legal, social, and economic consequences. Please visit our local website, tribune.travel, for more details about this story. With information from Valeria Morales, David Herchek, CPS News.
If you're visiting Puerto Vallarta, get ready to pay a little bit extra. On February 12th, the Jalisco State Congress gave the green light to a new 141 peso fee for the foreign visitors. The votes passed with 32 in favor, 2 against, and 1 abstention. The fee officially begins this March, and officials say the money will go toward improving tourism, infrastructure, and public services, with the funds being managed through a trust and reviewed quarterly. There are a few exemptions you should know about. Kids under 14, people with disability, tour guides, and tour operators will not have to pay. Now, not everyone is thrilled about it, and some are saying it's unconstitutional, unfair, and could push tourists to other destinations. But Puerto Vallarta is not the only destination in Mexico with a tourism fee. For example, the tourist fee in Cancun is 224 pesos, and many places like Los Cabos and more have similar fees, as well as the fees being charged to the cruise ship passengers, regardless if they disembark or not. So while tourism fee is new here, it's not unprecedented, but how these funds are going to be used, we're going to watch closely, and CPS News with Jesse and Brent will provide more details on how these funds are used as we discover more. Now, are you ready to make your home look amazing? Well, Ceramica Exclusivas can help, and here's a word from our sponsor.
For unparalleled quality and style, Ceramica's Exclusivas is your ultimate destination. Choose from over 70 Castel floor models, all available for immediate delivery. And take advantage of our inventory sale this January. Enjoy up to 30% off on faucets and other fixtures while supplies last. Sign up for our monthly newsletter to stay up to date on the latest promotions and design inspiration. Visit us at Federación 390, Paseos Universidad Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta, or explore our products online at ceramicasexclusivas.com. Give your space the distinctive touch it deserves with Ceramicas Exclusivas.
Next up, Puerto Vallarta audiences were in for a treat last week as a celebrated performer took the stage with her fabulous show. So here are the details. Check them out.
The talented Sue Mitsuki came to Puerto Vallarta and lit up the Casa Karma Cabaret Red Room at Act 2 PV with a dazzling Broadway-inspired performance that had the audience laughing, crying, and completely captivated. Dressed in black and sparkles, Sue delivered a mix of iconic show tunes, hilarious anecdotes, and heartfelt stories about love, life, and her journey in music. One attendee called the show an emotional roller coaster, while another said, quote, "Sue makes you feel like an old friend. Her storytelling is as powerful as her voice." End quote.
A consummate performer. She brings intimacy, a story with each song. She's really quite a remarkable singer.
My name is Gabe. You were wonderful. Truly wonderful. Storyteller, singer, personality, all of it together.
Highlights included a duet with the blonde bombshell Kate Elizabeth Valsic, a playful rendition of Wicked's Popular, and a breathtaking performance of Sweeney Todd's Swing Your Razor High, which was made even more unforgettable by the piano expertise of David Mayoko. Don't miss the chance to experience incredible talent like this. Follow Act 2 PV. Mr. David Sabella, the director of this venue, is bringing top-tier talent straight from Broadway that is absolutely worth your while. With information from Jesse Ruiz, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, that looked like a great show, and I was actually just down at Act 2 PV last Friday, and it's always great not only to see a show there, but catch up with all my Act 2 PV friends and other folks down there. All right, so I am pretty much the Hospital Hoya guy at this point, so here's this week's update. It's Heart Health Month. Hospital Hoya is offering 30% off echo and Holter studies all February. An echo checks your heart's function and structure, while a Holter monitors your heart rhythm 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for any irregularities. Catch potential issues early by calling 322-226-1010 or 322-226-8181 to book your appointment. Hospital Hoya, of course, committed to your health. Now, in our next story, are you feeling pain? Now, not the type of pain you would go to Hospital Hoya for, pain in your wallet. Well, that can be from our local gas prices. And here's Maria with a diagnosis for that wallet pain.
According to Profeco's weekly fuel price update, in spring of last year, Puerto Vallarta recorded the most expensive regular gasoline in Mexico. A Pemex station on Avenida Mexico, number 139, sold regular fuel at 26.39 pesos per liter. In comparison, the lowest price was found in Veracruz at just 21.50 pesos per liter, a significant difference impacting Vallarta residents' wallets. Meanwhile, Guadalajara led in premium gasoline costs, with a station on Eutemio Pinzon number 845 charging 27.90 pesos per liter, while Veracruz again offered the lowest price at 23.18 pesos per liter. These steep prices put Jalisco at the top for costly fuel in the country. With information from Dulce Cruz, Maria Emmerman, CPS News.
Ouch. I mean, gas across all of Mexico is expensive already, especially, being originally from Texas where fuel's cheap, and that's what I'm used to. And as a matter of fact, it's about $2.60 per gallon, 69% per liter back there in Texas, well, on average, but it's about $4.70 a gallon here, which is $1.24 a liter, but whatever. That's my rant. I live with it. I love Mexico. Okay, rant over. On to our next story, which sounds like a headline from Breaking Bad if you used to watch that show. And here's Joe with the story.
In a significant blow to the illegal drug trade, federal authorities in Mexico dismantled a clandestine methamphetamine laboratory in Compostela, Nayarit, seizing nearly 8 tons of drugs and thousands of liters of chemical precursors. The operation, conducted by the Attorney General's Office, FGR, through its Specialized Regional Control Prosecutor's Office, FACOR, uncovered approximately 7.8 tons of methamphetamine and 14,000 liters of precursor chemicals. The discovery was made during a routine patrol along a dirt road in the rural area of Zapotan. Members of Mexico's security cabinet, with support from the National Defense Secretariat, SEDENA, and the FGR, spotted suspicious containers, plastic and metal drums, sacks, and jerry cans filled with unknown substances. Subsequent investigations by the Federal Ministerial Police, PFM, and specialized forensic experts confirmed that the site was a large-scale methamphetamine production facility. All seized substances and materials were turned over to the Federal Public Prosecutor's Office, which will continue investigating to identify those responsible for this illegal operation. This bust represents a critical victory in Mexico's fight against organized crime and highlights the ongoing efforts of federal agencies to combat the production and distribution of illicit drugs. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, talk about interesting stories today in the newscast. Very good. If you guys want more details about the tourist taxes, I recommend you read the article on Tribune That Travel is very detailed.
Perfect. Yeah, and it is what it is. I think it's fair. It keeps our community looking good. But we've also had some other visitors lately, and I bet they didn't get charged a tax. Some Colorado firefighters have been here. Tell me more.
Yes, they donated about 130 sets of equipment for the firefighters here. So thank you so much. That adds up to like $8 million of equipment for our firefighters here, and we really need it. So thank you guys. But right now we got to go on to a commercial break, friends. So we're doing that, and then we'll be back with more.
Welcome back, Puerto Vallarta. Now I've got a question for you. Are you ready to rise? I hope so, because the grand finale of So You Think You Can Rise is happening this next Sunday, February 23rd at 7 p.m. at Teatro Vallarta. There's going to have 8 incredible contestants. They're all going to be competing for the title of PV's next superstar. And guess what? The grand prize is 20,000 pesos. And joining us today, obviously, is Mr. Nacho Granados. You are one of the stars of this event, the front, along with Jesse Ruiz, and I just want to really tell you how excited I am to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for having me, and it's going to be excited for this show and work with Jesse. This is going to be the first time, so I'm so
Oh, careful what you wish for. I work with Jesse every week.
Oh, she told me,
No.
You told me already. So.
I know she probably warned you about me. So no, I love Jesse. She's going to be great. I'm so excited to see you two together. So first of all, this show, for anybody who hasn't gone or hasn't been there, you've got a variety of talent. You've got singers, you've got dancers, entertainers. Can you kind of give our audience like a sneak peek at like what they can expect this year if they attend?
Well, we always have 2 different auditions. One of them is just for singers, and vocalist, and the other one is variety. They can do whatever. They can do musicians, magic, they can dance, acrobatic. So we have 4 finalists for each discipline. 4 finalists of singer and 4 finalists, they're gonna do a lot of different things. That's the surprise also, because we don't know exactly what is the variety they're gonna do.
Perfect. But well, I guess the year that you have like sit here and be a news host, maybe that's the year I'll join up, because I can't sing, dance, or any of those things, or do magic. But this year I made mention of it, and of course I've got to say it on air. You're going to be co-hosting with Jessie Ruiz, what I do all the time, and of course she's going to be fun. She's got great charisma and energy, but you do too. And so, Jessie tossed me that 500 pesos to say all that.
Say that.
As you know. But what's going to be like teaming up with her for the first time, and what changes do you think to the vibrant energy that's going to bring?
I think this is going to add a lot of excitement and new freshmen, face, a new face. The first time we're gonna work each other together. But that's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be a lot of energy, a lot of fun, and of course a lot of talent on the stage. And we're gonna give back. That's the special thing of this show. We're gonna give back to our community.
Okay. And speaking of giving back, of course, the winner and the contestants. The winner gets the big prize.
Yes.
The contestants get noticed, but. Maybe using an example, what happens to the winner? I mean, how does that change your life in Puerto Vallarta in terms of talent and the opportunities ahead of them?
Well, they're gonna have spotlights in different venues of Puerto Vallarta, and that's amazing to start the career. Also, the win the prize money is always good, but start with a new place, with a new spot in town is amazing, and a lot of eyes watching you. I think it's amazing for a new talent.
Oh, I love it. I kind of love sitting by you, so if Jessie's never here, you can sub in for her sometime. But trust me, if you're watching, that would be a downgrade. Don't you worry, even if I like you. But thank you so much for stopping in today, Nacho. I love your fun, I love your spirit, I love your banter. I think that Rise is so great for the community and what you guys are doing. So next up, there's going to be even more talent on display over at Act 2 PV. And now let's listen to Maria with a bit about that story.
When Dawn DeRoe takes the stage, she doesn't just sing. She commands. As Broadway World puts it, when engaged in the act of singing, Ms. DeRoe is in complete control. Confident, strong, beyond reproach, exhibiting versatility and virtuosity with Gourmet's Latin hits, club standards, and even a little blues. Her debut show at Act 2 PV, Because I Can, Porque Yo Puedo, with musical director David Mayoko, promises a stunning repertoire that showcases her versatility and emotional depth. The performance will feature highlights from her acclaimed past solo shows like Blues in the Night, Cuando Me Envol, and her celebrated Edie Gourmet tribute, as well as Spanish classics made famous with Los Panchos. Adding to the magic, Dawn will also perform original material, accompanying herself on guitar. Described by Bistro Magazine as an hour of some of the most beautiful music ever written, this show perfectly embodies the themes of love, resilience, and personal growth that define her artistry. With a career spanning over 15 years, Dawn's incredible vocal range and authenticity have made her a standout in the worlds of opera, Broadway, pop, and jazz. Whether she's belting out ballads or delivering playful club standards, her performances invite audiences to feel deeply and reflect on their own journeys. Dawn DeRoe will bring her powerhouse vocals and storytelling to Act 2 PV on February 20th, 22nd, and 24th. Don't miss this chance to experience an artist whose music transcends and transforms. With information from Jessie Ruiz, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Oof, well, I can't wait for this show. I'm so excited about it. And guys, be sure to follow Act 2 PV on their social media. Mr. David Sabella, the director / promoter / manager of this venue, is bringing, top tier talent straight from Broadway. So it's very worth your while. But anyways, next up, there are some airport upgrades coming in next few years. And here are the details. Yes, GAP has announced a historic investment of 3.6 billion pesos to modernize the Puerto Vallarta International Airport for the next 4 years. Part of the 2025-2029 Master Development Plan, this ambitious project aims to double the airport's operational capacity and enhance passenger experience. Key upgrades include a new 74,000 square meter terminal representing a 135% increase in infrastructure, a 1.2 kilometer elevated access road, 15 additional aircraft positions, and 14 autonomous migration filters to streamline international arrivals. In 2024, the airport welcomed 6.8 million passengers, solidifying its status as one of Mexico's 39 most popular tourist hubs. GAP CEO Raúl Revuelta emphasized the importance of these improvements in supporting Puerto Vallarta's growing tourism industry. These enhancements promise to elevate connectivity and convenience for travelers, reinforcing Puerto Vallarta as a top global destination. Now, next up, a quick word from our sponsor, Positively Perfect Dog Care.
Are you looking for the perfect spot for your furry friend while you're away? Positively Perfect Dog Care in Nuevo Vallarta is your dog's home away from home. Think boutique hotel vibes, air-conditioned comfort, cuddles, and so much love. Your pup will enjoy 2 daily walks, playtime, and even get obedience practice. They'll sleep indoors with us like part of the family. Plus, we'll send you daily pics and updates so you don't miss a thing. We also offer 2-week live-in obedience and leash training programs to keep your pup on their best behavior. Message us on WhatsApp at 331-496-3310 or visit positivelyperfectdogcare.com for more details.
Okay, it's time for a change. Change is good.
Change is always good.
Change
I love
is good.
change.
You know when change is even better? It's better when you ask for it. So we've heard a lot from our viewers that we would like to hear more about events around town that are for charity or non-sponsored events. So that's what this segment's going to be. So you're going to lose the On This Day, which really wasn't about like what's happening right here, and it's fun, and hopefully you're not too sad. But let's talk just you and I about some events. So
All right, so I got something really fun. It's the San Pancho Music Festival. I know that, we're starting a Puerto Vallarta Music Festival, but we also have to, go to the existing music festivals that are going on everywhere. So from the 21st to the 23rd of this month in San Pancho Music Festival, you guys check it out.
Okay, so if music's not your thing and you love birds, like some people I know out there, the Vallarta Botanical Gardens is having the Vallarta Bird and Nature Festival.
That's
and
for
it's
you,
going to
Laura.
be, yeah, that's you, Laura. You got called out. I didn't do it. That's going to be February 22nd and 23rd, like I said, at the Vallarta Botanical Gardens.
Yes, and then don't forget there is a carnival now in Puerto Vallarta and is going on this weekend as well. Oh my gosh, everything's going on this weekend. So the 20th to the 22nd, it's going to be fun, it's going to be magical, and you also check out the route. You can check it out on Tribune.travel because if you're coming downtown, if you're going downtown, there's going to be a lot of traffic.
Yeah, so another one that's happening, they all seem to be right on top of each other. We need to space these out a little bit. We were there last year. We've gone a few times. Last year we were judges. Of course, it's the Vallarta Chili Cook-Off. So it's the 12th annual Chili Cook-Off. It's just around the corner on February 22nd. It's at Rancho Alegre again. I think that's where it was last year.
Yes.
And not only, so we're not going to be judging this year. I already kind of hinted at that. But what we are going to be is representing our other show, Asphalt Radio.
Yes.
So we're going to be there on site. How cool.
It's going to be so fun. So you guys, you have to make it there. Come say hi. Buy Brent a beer. You can buy me one too.
Please do.
And now let's get to the
You ready? Well, there's a lot happening. So what better than the Red
Hot
Happenings with Kirsten.
Hello, I'm Kirsten Rakuya, and I'm super excited to share with you the Red Hot Happenings going on in Puerto Vallarta this week. For more info about living here and cool things to do while you're here, check out my blog, sandinmycurls.com. All right, let's dive in. We just heard Dawn's incredible story, so don't miss her show. Experience her incredible talent, accompanied by David Mayoko in her captivating show, Because I Can, February 20th and 24th at 7 p.m. or February 22nd at 5 p.m. Tickets are available now at act2pv.com. Reserve your spot and enjoy an unforgettable evening. Hop on board a historic ship for an unforgettable and fun-filled adventure. Experience an exciting pirate show while taking in spectacular views, savoring delicious food, and enjoying unique activities. It's perfect for solo travelers, couples, friends, and family. The Marigalante guarantees a day full of adventure, laughter, and magic and sea. Who wouldn't want that? Book now at pirateshipvallarta.com and get the best price. And if you're a local from Vallarta or the Bay, there's a special discount just for you. The most exciting tour in the Bay is waiting for you. Follow them on social media at Pirate Ship Vallarta. And join the adventure aboard the Marigalante, Vallarta's very own pirate ship. Are you going to get your tickets soon? Now, if you're feeling sexy this February, and you should be, check out Nocturnal Omissions. It's not just a show. It's a journey through music, madness, and unapologetic queerness. Presented by the former porn star, yeah, you heard that right, Jonah Wheeler, and his electric boyfriend, John Coons, this cabaret fever dream combines raw talent, raunchy jokes, and soul-bearing monologues. Expect a lot of dirt, unfiltered truths, and unexpected moments of pure genius. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's definitely for the fearless and for the naughty. Don't miss it every Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 p.m. only at Act 2 PV. Dare to give in? Secure your spot at act2pv.com. AgroFest 2025 brings the countryside to Puerto Vallarta. Join us on February 22nd and 23rd at Parque Hidalgo for the first edition of AgroFest 2025. This event celebrates local agriculture featuring honey, pineapples, cheeses, salsa, and more from 35 different regional producers. So cool, farm to table right here. AgroFest connects local farmers with the hotel and restaurant industry, fostering growth and community ties. Don't miss this opportunity to support local producers and discover unique products. The events run from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. If you're Gen X and you haven't joined the awesome Facebook group Gen Expats PV, then you are missing out. Join up and get ready to celebrate their second-year anniversary party on Saturday, March 1st at 7 p.m. at Whiskey Kitchen. What's in store? Delicious 100 peso Cosmos, 80 peso lemon drops, live mariachi, and karaoke. Yep, we are keeping it Gen X. Not to mention all the prizes, games, and a snack table loaded with treats. So, come, raise a glass, and celebrate 2 incredible years of friendship, fun, and Gen X memories. Don't miss the party of the year. Bring your friends and make it unforgettable, or should I say, make it rad. For more information, just search for Gen Expats PV on Facebook. So many cool events coming soon. I'm super excited, and I will definitely be at that Gen X party. Now, how about more news? Back to Jesse and Brent.
Thank you, Kirsten. And we do love those red hot happenings. I'm kind of getting used to it now. Of course, we're always going to miss Laura, but pretty soon we'll forget about her. Don't you worry. But now it's time for some sporting news. And here's David to keep the show running.
Mark your calendars for Sunday, February 23rd at 7 a.m. as Puerto Vallarta hosts the highly anticipated 21K Tourist Half Marathon 2025. The event features a certified 21K route for seasoned runners and a 5K recreational circuit for families and casual participants, both ending with a celebratory lap at El Estadio. This prestigious race is a qualifier for the Pan American Games and will draw over 600 athletes, including international participants from Canada and Colombia. With most attendees coming from outside the city, the event is expected to generate an economic impact of 4 million pesos, benefiting local businesses and tourism. Private sponsors such as Instituto La Casa and Del Atún have made this event possible. Don't miss the athletic circuit on February 21st and 22nd, a long-standing tradition that welcomes athletes from across Mexico. With information from Fernanda Borges, David Herchek, CPS News.
In more sports news tonight, I have an update for golf enthusiasts and families that will be joining us at the Mexico Open at Vidanta World, one of the most anticipated PGA Tour events. And it's just around the corner. This 4th edition set to take place from February 20th to the 23rd in Puerto Vallarta. During the last week's press conference, organizers confirmed an impressive lineup of talent representing Mexico, and they are professional golfers. Some of the names are Santiago de la Fuente, Álvaro Ortiz, and José Cristobal Islas, as well as promising amateurs Gerardo Gómez, José Antonio Sala, y also joining them are PGA Tour champions, including last year's champion Jake Knapp and 2023 champion Tony Finau, and huge golf names like John Ram, Peter Malnati, and Victor Perez, and maybe a few more surprises. Oh yes, there will be surprises. And American stars will also be sharing on the green, including Argentina's Emilio Grillo, Chile's Cristobal del Solar, and Puerto Rico's Rafael Campos. The Mexico Open isn't just about golf, it's a celebration for the entire family with the vibrant energy of Puerto Vallarta top-tier culinary experiences and the beauty of Vidanta Vallarta setting the stage. Tickets are still available at boletomobile.com and mexicoopen.mx. Don't miss out on this world-class event starting next week. Yes, Brent is going to be there with me, so we will see you on the green. Oh yeah, if you're local, be sure to use code LOC205, and get a discount. All right, so that's fantastic. Yeah,
we're all going to be so busy.
We're going to be everywhere.
We're really almost at every single one of these events. So that's a lot of beers for y'all to buy us. I'm just saying. But honestly, you don't have to buy us a beer. But what we do love, I love when people come up and just say hi and they say something about the show, even if they like it or don't like it. It really means a lot to me.
Yes, it does. But guess what? We're out of time, Brent. So thank you so much for getting your newscast from CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Have a great night.
That was CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Thanks for watching, and search us on YouTube.